But also, football kicks off on Friday as well. And that's the next game here. I don't know. It sounds like, I mean, you're watching this on YouTube. You can actually watch this game on YouTube. They're doing some huge little initiative here. Chiefs Chargers. What you got, Cam?
Yeah, out in Brazil?
Yeah, nailed
it. Yeah, that'd be a good game. And I did see that the teams that did play in Brazil these past few years ended up in the championship. So will the Chargers go to the chip? I'm not sure, but the Chiefs, I think so. I got them 23-20 over the Chargers. Reason being, international game, international travel, things can get a little bit spooky. But that 3 points, Taylor Swift's going to knock them over a bit. I think they'll have some bite to them. I got the Chiefs beating the Chargers. Jake, what about you?
Yeah, this is a tough one, Cam, because the Chargers, I think going into this game, I was going to pick them. But they lost Rashawn Slater for the year, one of the best left tackles in all of football, right after he got paid. So good that he got paid, obviously, and this is why it's good that he got paid. But unfortunately for the Chargers, now Joe Alt, who was incredible to have him at right tackle. Now he has to go over to left. We know he could play left in his days at Notre Dame, but how is he going to look in the NFL? And then now you have Trey Pipkins at right tackle, whereas, he used to be a good depth piece. So we're going to find out pretty quickly what the Chargers season is. They got a lot of weapons on the offensive side. I really like their defense. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game 24-20, Cam. I think, Patrick Mahomes and that offense, they don't have Rashee Rice to start the season, but I do think they have just enough to get over this one. I do expect a close game, but 24-20 is how I have it. I think they're just going to, play a cleaner brand of football and ultimately win this one in Brazil.
Yeah, and Jake, also want to call out some of the coordinators, right? Offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, Matt Nagy. He was at the Bears before. Steve Spagnuolo, defensive coordinator. He's a dog himself. And then going to the Chargers, because the reason why I'm calling out some of these coordinators, Jake, is because a lot of times people are like, hey, this player didn't do well, that player didn't do well. Well, no. Who was calling the plays? Who's cooking up the food? And so for the Chargers, Greg Roman, offensive coordinator, and Jesse Minter, defensive coordinator. So we'll see how they do. Like you mentioned, the Chargers being tested at their tackle positions, and those are probably one of the most important positions on the football field, because if you can't protect your quarterback, they're going to be in a lot of trouble there. But the run game for the Chargers, I think, is going to be the most important piece. They got a nice running back. What is he coming out of us? North Carolina, I think it was. And so I think they're going to have to be able to run the ball. Omarion Hampton going to have to run the ball really well for them to survive this football game. But I got the Chiefs winning by 3.
Yeah. I mean, I think it is going to be that close game. I think the offensive line of the Chiefs, that is really the thing that I'm most interested to watch. You got Josh Simmons, who was injured when they drafted him. He's going to be their left tackle. And then you have Kingsley Suamatea, who did not play last year. He's going to be their left guard. You got two ballers there in Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith, who are just going to throw you out the club. And then you got Jawan Taylor, who's the king of the offsides that doesn't get called. So, but no, all jokes aside, I mean, the offensive line, this is big. If Kansas City shows like, hey, they hit it big again, I think Simmons is an outstanding talent. Can't believe they got him at the end of the first round. We're going to see what ends up happening there. But as far as the Chargers go, they kind of have it all. They added Becton at right guard. We saw what he meant for the Eagles. And then, of course, Zion Johnson ends up improving. So I do really like what I've seen from both teams. I just think losing Rashawn Slater, unfortunately, is going to weaken what was supposed to be a strong offensive line. The question is, how much is it weakened? How good can Trey Pipkins be? If you can keep Justin Herbert upright, he's good enough to win you a game. And shout out to Keenan Allen, who is back with the Chargers. So love that. Najee Harris and Omarion Hampton, a very interesting duo. I think they're very similar in their own regard. But nonetheless, I have 24-20 Chiefs.
And Najee, I know he had like an issue with like a firecracker incident or something like that. So it looks like he's going to be good to go. And Jake, the firecracker thing, we probably should put a pause on that, right? Because I played with JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, and he had an issue with the firecracker thing. And it's like, as an NFL player, I think the note should be for every player. It's like, hey, July 4th is coming. Stay away from the fireworks. Like, let somebody else do the fireworks. you stay back. But yeah, Najee Harris, that run game like Amorion Hampton, that's going to be a strong run game, Jake. And so that's why the game is going to be so close, because I think they're going to have a lot of guys to make things happen. Like you said, Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnston. I know he got hurt against the Rams, I think, first series of that preseason game. So hopefully he's back from that concussion and actually make some plays against the Chiefs. So it'll be a good game.